completely.
I had help.
Transformed my living room. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have probably, I don't want to like downplay all my other guests, but this is like the most coolest guest on my page I have ever had.
You're making me blush.
I'm so excited. This is Medina. She's so sweet and lovely and super talented. She does interior design.
Interior styling, I would say.
Interior styling.
Yeah, interior stylist, blogger, DIY maker,
She's
upcyclist.
incredible. What I
And so are
expect.
you. She did my makeup for this, by the way, which is awesome.
I literally just put a little foundation.
Still, I
and
don't wear
lip gloss,
makeup, so this
literally lip gloss, and she's like, "Oh," I'm like, I mean,
I don't wear makeup.
Yeah, much
I just do my cat eyes and
but
that's
it works for you. Your cat eye looks really good. You know how many people can't do a wing liner? Yeah, what you do with your eyes looks really nice.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll take
But
it.
we're gonna be playing more with color.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna break you, and you can just in exchange teach me the ways of styling.
We're doing it, aren't we? We did so much today.
You guys, she completely
I had help.
transformed my living room, like completely. Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. She's so
Oh,
talented.
it looks so comfy and just completely different to what it was
Nobody's
before.
allowed to use it. Nobody's allowed to sit on the
Yeah.
sofa now. Nobody's allowed to touch anything. It's just for show. It's like the showroom. You come in, you look, that's it. Today we're gonna be talking about probably the most difficult step in decorating your home. You don't need to be a professional, but it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And this is like the soft furnishings, kind of putting everything, all your major pieces, just finishing them off and putting them all together, putting a nice bow around it.
Especially like if you rent, for example, and you can't paint walls or you can't do anything to your actual walls, I would always say bring in accessories. Get some wall art, get some lovely colored cushions, rugs, throws, things like that.
I love her. Do you want to tell them about how you rent?
So my blog is Good Designs. So I talk a lot about DIY, upcycling, and I also talk about renting because I rent my home. I've been renting for years and years and years. Inshallah, one day maybe I'll have my own home, but it's not like one of the biggest things that I'm, working towards. I've started a series last year. It's a monthly series on YouTube. It's called How I Rent, and basically all I do is go to UK renters' homes and tour it, and we talk about renting, the stigmas, and why people choosing to decorate and how they decorate with their landlord being really super strict. Well, okay.
Yeah, I grew up in a rented apartment. And
Would they ever buy a house?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
I
it's
think
not
it's
like
just comfortable. Yeah.
That's another thing. People think that, if you're renting, it's because you're not good with money or you just can't afford it. But a lot of time people are renting because they find it convenient. They want to live in a really lovely area that probably they couldn't afford to actually buy a house there, so they choose to rent. There's so many different reasons why people choose to rent. I'm trying to change that idea, that whole way of thinking on the How I Rent series.
Say you want to move from one rented apartment to another, or a rented place to a house, your first home, or whatever. What really kills you is the deposit.
Yeah.
There could be little things here and there, changes that you've made to the house that
they'll
knock out your deposit. We went from a rented apartment to this house, and we still haven't gotten our like $2,000 worth of deposit back.
No! Because?
It's so bad because we painted the house. We did one wall. We did the statement wall, the blue one that's been in my living room.
I think I remember.
It's like the same color that's in my living room now. We actually got it repainted perfectly. You couldn't see anything. This is what happened. So we had black mold behind our bed, and we had no idea.
Yeah.
So when we moved everything out, we saw black mold, and me and Amr were like, oh my god, we brought our newborn child to this room. Like, we didn't even see this. There's basically damp that kind of leaked into the apartment, and they didn't know, we didn't know, and then when we moved out, we seen it. So what we we did is what you do with black mold. You take bleach and you kill the mold. So we did that, and some of the paint that they've originally painted the room with came off because we were taking off the black mold. They didn't give us back our entire deposit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like little things like that. But even like the removable wallpaper that you spoke about is genius.
I forgot to say, I have a book.
Hold on.
This is my book.
Yeah.
Home Sweet Rented Home talks a lot about how you can personalize your home without losing your deposit, like we just said. It's got like things that you could do with a really okay landlord or a really strict landlord, so it's got different levels.
It's genius. It gives you even step-by-step projects that you can do in your house. If you don't know where to start and you see something that you like on Pinterest, this sort of gives you like the guidelines for that. I love how you make your own rug.
So easy. Genius. And also, like you said about the movable wallpaper, that stuff is amazing. So you can go onto Wallsource, Etsy, Coloray, Decor, and they basically sell the most gorgeous temporary wallpaper.
I will put a picture of some of the work you've done in your home with wallpaper right here. It's super, super beautiful. Go check out our Instagram page. I'm gonna also add it here and put it in the description box. Figured we'd start with something easy, something that you can adapt very easily to your home, to your living space. If you want to change things up, you don't have to buy major pieces of furniture. You can just add these little finishing touches to your home. You feel like you're in a new area and it's your own space. How do you soft furnish your house? Where do you start? What do you look at?
I love statement walls, especially behind sofas. So I would always say to get some really large wall art. If you can't do that, is a basket wall. Really easy to install. There's not really any right or wrong with it. You just kind of go with the flow and what you like. So just try and get different textured baskets, different colors, put them together on the floor, take a picture, and then put it on the wall. You can attach them with like simple nails, which is what we did. You could use screws as well, but that will make bigger holes in your wall. That makes a really lovely, striking feature wall. Again, you could use removable wallpaper for the feature wall, or you could use art. I always say if you're getting art, to get really big pieces. Especially if your room is small, it just makes everything look bigger and opens the space out. So that's the first
picture
thing.
frames, I mean, like
wall art picture frames. Try and get really big frames.
Even if your ceiling or the wall that you're putting it on is small.
Yeah.
So now I have a very narrow staircase. The staircase that's behind us, we're on the middle floor, so it goes up to the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
It's very narrow. What we did is we held up some big picture frames, and it actually did look bigger.
It looks nice, yeah. Well, like even I was just thinking you could use a really big rug at the back of your sofa as well for a nice feature. Keep things large, and also eye level, so not too high in the middle.
Am I making sense? We already did all of this, but you're speaking it into words, and I'm like, oh, is that why we did that? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So if I'm taller, which I am, I'm quite tall,
so
I would just position them a little higher so they're eye level.
Yeah, for you and Amir. So you're both tall anyway, so
I mean,
for me and my husband, I put it between us.
Is he taller than me?
He's quite tall.
Amir's shorter than me.
How tall are you?
5'11".
I think he's 6'1", something like that.
Oh, so he's like 3 inches taller than me.
Yeah.
Amir's an inch shorter, but
you can't tell.
Yeah, over the past couple of years, his hair just gets taller and taller.
That's probably
and I'm like,
what it
I think I know what you're doing on it. I'm on to you. First thing you would say is feature wall or some sort of decorative wall. So you pick a wall and that's kind of what I did actually. I went on Pinterest. I knew I wanted to do the exact same blue I did in my last apartment. I love it. It's like a grayish navy blue.
And blue is very on trend.
This navy wall I've had in my apartment for 2 years. I never got sick of it, and I knew that if I didn't get sick of it, I know I'm gonna love it forever. So we put it behind the sofa.
It's nice. It's very calming, that color. I feel really like nice in that piece.
We also added it opposed that wall to the hallway. It just kind of balances it out.
So you like color blocked it, which is nice. You're doing these things without realizing that
you
you're
think
actually,
so?
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, I don't know. I just if you say it's good, then I'm like, yes.
I feel like when you have your first home, it's trial and error. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to paint a wall and be like, don't like it, or do it another color. That's how I've learned. For example, like my living room, I've changed it around 4 times, and only now am I happy with it. So just keep changing things up, trying new things, don't be afraid. I also forgot to mention before even doing the feature wall is that you should just try and get a color scheme together in your head before you even start.
Pinterest is the best place for that.
Really, really good, yeah. So
I'll put my one that I was inspired by for the living room that we did, and I'll put it up here. Basically came up with creams, similar to statement wall color, which is like a dark grayish blue,
browns,
and then browns,
and a bit of like light linen, silvery kind of colors. Yeah, grey. And then put it all together and see how you like it, and add texture as well, like different fabrics and patterns. Yeah, do that beforehand, before you start going out and buying things, because then you know what to look for when you're in the shop.
What my vibe that we went through with my living room, what I've always liked, is a very like traditional but still very cozy. The rest of the house I'm sort of making a little more industrial, but this living room I wanted it to be very cozy and very on trend.
Yeah.
And also traditionally, Harari people, which is like my tribe, we use a lot lot of wall baskets. It's just tradition to have every single wall decked out in wall
I
baskets.
feel like it's come from you anyway. Like it's very common.
It's a very African tradition.
Yeah, African baskets. They weave the baskets, don't they?
But these colors are more like neutrals, where we have like reds and oranges. The first time my friends came over, they're like, "Wow, baskets! Your mom loves baskets!" I'm like, "No, it's a traditional thing."
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to incorporate some sort of African tradition into my living room. What vibes do you get from my living room?
I get what you just said. Very traditional, like boho a little bit.
Yeah. First thing it is, you pick out your mood board, you pick out the colors you like. The second thing is to create a statement wall.
Yeah.
Pick the pieces that you want to decorate your wall with, whether it's baskets or a rug or a statement color or a wallpaper, removable.
And as for like where your statement wall should go, your statement wall should be the first wall that catches your eye when you walk into a room, which is your, behind the sofa.
It is, yeah.
Because in new builds especially, there's no features like fireplaces or like special architectural features that give that room
character.
Yeah, so you have to make your own character. So obviously getting in a nice rug, especially if you have like laminate flooring or you have wooden flooring, it just softens everything up. Try and make sure that your rugs aren't too small. The feet of your furniture should sort of float on the front of it. Does that make sense? Float on the sides of it.
So your rug should frame your sofa.
That's the word. Yeah. You can lay your carpet, you can have a really big jute carpet, and then you can have a small top carpet on top. And your carpet should kind of match something in the decor, on the wall or the pillows or cushions or whatever.
We went with like a creamy carpet.
It works for now because there's a lot of pattern in the room anyway. So then we added the rug and then we had the cushion. With cushions, I feel like there's no right or wrong.
I feel like they're the hardest part.
Do you think?
Yeah, I found it very hard shopping for cushions.
Okay. Oh, we did that video, didn't we? The cushion shopping.
TK Maxx, yeah.
So for cushions, I would say go for different sizes if you like.
So we start from big.
Yeah, we did big, like 4 big ones.
4 big ones that were printed.
Yeah.
But you can go with a solid color as well.
Yeah, if you want to. When you're layering cushions, just make sure you've got different sizes, and you can have pattern on pattern, but it's too much. Play with it a bit.
So we went in and we got these. We first found 4 big cushions.
Yeah.
And they happened to be printed. So we're like, great, we have one printed. Then we went down a size. So this was 60 by 60, the big one. 50 by 50.
Okay.
And then we got those ones in a very simple linen neutral blue color.
Yeah, so you've got different fabrics already.
Different fabrics. We have
nice.
velvet, linen, and then we have the printed ruggy big ones.
Try not to get too many cushions for one sofa, because your sofa is so big, you can have probably add more if you want to.
I could, yeah. It is a very big sofa. We went for like a family sofa, like a party, wide legs. So when you're sitting, it goes past your knees. You could lie down. 3 people can sleep on that sofa easy.
It's very
2 people actually. 2 tall people can sleep on it.
It's very, very comfortable.
Our living room is quite small, but we sacrificed a little bit of the space for a comfortable, cushiony sofa.
So add in blankets. I think blankets are great, especially when you're watching Netflix and you just want to snuggle. So again, keep the blankets to your color scheme. We added a really nice one from H&M, which was white with black stripes, and then we had another really fluffy one on the other side.
Primark has really good ones as
well. They do,
They're just small, but they're really, really fluffy. They feel really good.
Actually, I think Primark's bedding and like soft furnishings are really, really good. I've got a couple of things from there that I'm really quite pleased with. So just throw them over the arms. You can cover your actual sofa with them completely. Whatever looks good to your eye.
What we usually do with our throws is we actually line the bottom of the sofa. You sit down, or if you're having like a little snack on the sofa, which I'm like super like paranoid about,
because
if you get crumbs, it'll fall on the throw that's lining the sofa. So we just tuck it in like a blanket.
Yeah.
And you can sit on it, and then we have more throws for you to like cuddle with.
Yeah, it's like more protective. If you're missing something in a space, add a bit of like a plant or something green, just give it a bit of colour. Especially if it's quite a neutral space as well. So we just got, I can never say is it
eucalyptus?
Yeah, I can never say.
We had the fake ones though, because I tend to kill everything.
But they look real, so who cares?
These ones are fake as well. They look real.
So good. I got
these vases. They're so beautiful. I have 2 of these. One stands on the ground in the living room, and this one is for the office. But
where's it from, by the way?
This one's from Cox and Cox.
Cox and Cox is lovely, good quality furniture.
Very good.
And if you're going to get greenery, especially ones that are artificial, try and spend money on getting ones that look really real.
All my plants are not real, and they look very real because I kind of put in a little more money to get the good quality stuff, because they'll last forever. Versus when I get a plant from IKEA, it will last me about like 3 months. And then
Well, I'm getting better at keeping plants alive, thankfully. I've got so many plants, I get them online. I recommend, if you're not good at keeping plants alive, cactuses, rubber plants are really good. and also what they call the snake plants, mother tongue. They're really good for people that can't keep plants alive. You don't have to water them, do anything with them much, and they just live.
I managed to kill a cactus.
Did you?
No.
It's not possible.
I'm not very proud of
What
it.
did you do? Like water it too much or something?
No. I don't think I watered it at all. Thanks so much for joining us. I really, really hope you enjoyed this, and I'm really, really thankful that you're here.
Thank you for having me, and I hope I made sense. Anyway, you can ask me questions. If you come over to my page, you can ask me any questions related to interior styling, and I will do my best to help you.
Also, if you guys would like her and I to work together and decorate a different room, let us know if you have any suggestions or how-to videos or DIY videos you'd like to see for your home.
Yeah.
Let us know, and
we should do
film
like
that.
a DIY for like a paint IKEA furniture. That would be so cool.
Really
like an
cool.
IKEA hack.
Yeah, something affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally be down for that. Comment down below, let us know if you'd like to see that. Also, thumbs up this video, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you join the family by hitting the bell notification. And I upload videos twice a week. Thank you so much for joining my page.
Thanks for having
You're
me.
the best. Oh, it's definitely not going to be the last time you're going to be on here.
I look forward to it.
Maybe next week. Bye.